That's impossible. I'm standing here only because you made us. Mountains that cause walls to fall. In your power, you perform miracles. There is nothing that's impossible. I'm standing here only because you got me there. Hallelujah. Yes, God made a way. So today we're going to be talking about the part two of money steps, right? So, um, hmm, where did we stop last night? We stopped at okay, brief summary of money steps. Mm, First of all, we talked. We have three money steps: money making, money management, and money multiplication. And if there's something we emphasized on is how every Nigerian over the age of 25 has had millions go through their fingers. Whew. So every Nigerian over the age of 25 is a millionaire. hmm We talked about that. So that's almost like where we stopped. Now the question is, because we're talking about the average Nigerian, and by average, the context here is not the car driving Nigerian. No, that's luxury. We're talking about that man, that lady that can afford basic things like food, um, transportation, rent, top up, those basic things. We're talking about luxury. We're saying that that person, we did mathematics. So if you want to watch it, please just watch the part one of Money Steps here and how we analyzed it. And I know you agree with me that every Nigerian over there 25 has had millions go through their fingers. Now the question is, these same people are also going to look at their accounts and they can't see six figures in their account. They're like, okay, that's true, that's true. It's very true. So, but where is the money? How come I can't? How come we can't? Where is the money? It's true that yes, we've had this money come in. Where did the money go? And you keep on hearing people say money is like breeze, money is like this. So, honey, the truth of the matter is there's nobody after you or anything. Some people are thinking someone's after them. Nobody's after you. You spend the money. We spend the money. That's where the money went. Because from the analysis, we found that every 3 years, that level of Nigerian is consuming over a million, over a million naira. So, and this same person is saying there is no money, there is no money, there is no job, where there are no jobs. So the question is, okay, that means this money is coming, but the problem is it is going as it is coming. So how can I keep this money? And we said that when it comes to money steps, the first thing a lot of people want to do, like the way I want to do, was to go and start making more money. But from the first video, we understood that no, you first of all have to deal with your money management before you think of making more money. Because if you're not seeing this money in your account, it means that there's something going off with your money management. And it doesn't really matter whether you're frugal, whether you think you're frugal. Do you understand? Some of what, like I used to think I was frugal until circumstances woke me up. Do you understand? Because I didn't have the Gucci shoes, the bougie things, so I wasn't spending my money like that. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm conservative, but that's not what we're talking about here. So where did the money go? You spent it. That's where it went. Nobody can take it. It's not going anywhere. You spent it, right? So so and a lot of people's management system on the is having subtraction on it. So if you go and start making money with that subtraction on your management system, any money you make will just, because when you make the money, it will go back into your management system. And if your management system is having a subtraction on it, the money will always not be there. So first of all, you have to fix your management system. So let's talk about let's. I want to show you a little hand drawn chart that I made. Now look at the to the side. You have money making section. You have money management inside the box, and you have money multiplication on top. Now you can see income. Let's just say you have your salary. Let's just say you have that business, that one business giving you money. So the income is coming in. That's the cash flow. But you can see to the other side of the box the cash outflow. And you can see it's all expenses. Now you just have one arrow bringing in income. And we have a lot of openings where that money that came in is leaving. Yeah, we see bills, we see rent, friends and family, transportation, food, fun, self-care, and the list goes on. Am I lying now? Just this is really a lot of our lives, like one or two streams of income, and a lot of streams of cash outflow. And now the question is, now what do I do? Like, okay, what do I do? Because what do I do to make sure this is how the money is leaving? Now, so like, oh my goodness, I'm spending money too much. Wait, look at the list I have written there. Which one is not important? Just look deep. Which one is not important? Is it your rent? You gotta pay rent. Is it your self care? And within the self care, you have your cream, we have your hair, we have your what else? Whatever else you do, your grooming, personal grooming. Self care can go on and on. Like, I want to buy the latest bag, I want to buy the latest slipper. It can go on and on. Then within friends and family, we have that ashoebi. You know, do you understand? We have a lot of things. It looks like one thing, but even in one outlet, there are a lot of categories within one outlet, and everything will always look important. Do you understand? So now, money management, if your money management is like this maximally, you may want to think about it if you're not saving, if money is not being conserved inside this box. Now, the problem is, even if you make more money, the quality of the bills might increase. You might go and get a bigger house. So, yes, the rent will increase. So, this is the problem why you deal with your money management first before you think of, oh, I need to go and make more money. Because if you have all these doors opened, even if you make more money, you might just increase the wideness of the door, because it's a thought process, it's a mindset thing. Do you understand? So it's a mindset thing. So how do we deal with this? How do we keep more money inside? How do we keep more how do we conserve? How do we actually see this 1 million in the account? Because the money is coming. So how do we keep this money inside? My dear, the first thing that you have to be intentional about it. You can, because most of all, what we just do, we make money, and then when needs come, we spend, 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 spend. And if anything is left, that's what's saved in our account. Agree with me? And some of us are like me, that used to think I was frugal, and I was actually, because I wasn't doing the bougie stuff. But after some time, I started to really question that. Yes, you're not doing the bougie stuff, but hmm, those things you call important, are they really important? Now that is one of the solutions. So first of all, be intentional with your money. Secondly, have a budget system. Have a budget system. We have another video, I'm not going to flog it here, we have another video where we spoke about budgets, where we talked about 3 different styles of budgets. Please look at that video, it will really help if you want to really um improve your money management system. So now you've done your budget, you're thinking, okay, everything here is important. What do I do? So now the concepts to keeping money within this box, because for you to start thinking of multiplying your money, the money has to be available first before you start thinking of multiplying. If money comes in and goes out, there'll be no money in the box to multiply. Do you understand? So that's why money management is very important, so that you can be retaining the money in with you in your hands, that the money is retained. Now the first thing, of course, I haven't put things like tithes. There's no questioning on that. You have to pay your tithes. You understand? Savings, I won't put it here because that's not the point here. When money is being saved, is okay, and the tithe is something of a tithe will surely bring blessings to you, so it's all right. So now you have your bills, your rent, all these things look important. Now the question is, how much exactly are you spending on all these things? And do you really need to spend that much? That was what happened for me. I thought, okay, I'm only spending things I need to spend. Now the question is, I want to keep more than I spend. All this amount I'm spending here, do I really need to spend so much? When you do your budget, you say, "Ah, I'm spending all this amount on fuel. I'm spending all this amount on transportation. Where exactly am I going? You know, this every day you're touching the markets. Every day let me just go and pick this in the markets. Let me just go and pick that in the mall. Let me just go and pick that. Is it possible you can conserve your movements? Do you understand? So you're not going out every day to certain places. Can you have a shopping list and just do one outing, one trip to the mall, one trip to the markets instead of every day? Oh, and then you spend like 200 naira. Oh, let me visit my friend. Oh, let me do this. Oh, let me do that. And then you've gone out and you spend like 1,000 naira on transportation. And it's very possible. You went to work. Oh, before I go home, during my break time, let me just touch the markets and come back. Okay, let's say you spend 100 naira to work. You touch the market, you came back. That's 200 naira. That's 300 naira. And you touch the market every break time, every day. And then, I'm coming back from work. Let me just visit a friend. Tomorrow, I visit another friend. Do you understand? There, back, you're already spending 300 naira. And there, oh, I can't just go like that. Let me buy something. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me touch ShopRite before I come back so I can buy some things. You know? And some of these places you're going to, do you really need to go? Is there a way you can just do everything on a Saturday? So you don't do Monday and then you do Wednesday and then you do Friday. So just looking at that thing you call important. I know transportation is important, but all the places you're going to, do you really need to go there? Can you solve this by just a phone call? Do you understand? Can you meet up with something else? Going to the salon. Is it possible you can learn some styles, some quick styles by yourself? So probably you can cut down your going to salon from 3 times a month to just once. Your self-care, because the target is I want to keep more money in. So you want to still do these things, but make sure you are doing what you need to do, not it's not just spending money spontaneously. Do you understand? Sometimes we're spending lots of money on outings, food outside your house, and you also have food at home. Probably you can start having packed lunch. The aim is I want to close that door. You can see the door, the openings of the doors in which money is going out. Is there any way I can close some of these doors or at least narrow the opening? And that is only you can do that for yourself. Only you can sit down and say, I'm spending too much on transportation, and there are only two important places in my life that I really need to go to: my work and my work, church, and maybe instead of going for visitings, probably I and my friends can just go out on Saturday, so we all go out together instead of visiting each one in their houses. Only you, honestly, can narrow this door and start conserving more money. You'll be surprised, actually, that most of the money is going for things that you really didn't need to spend money on. Oh, yes, you need to buy a shoe. How about you just take the color and wear something similar? Do you understand? How about you preserve your jewelry so you don't always replace them? So you don't always have to spend money replacing them. Do you understand? So, it's your mindset? What's your thought process? Sitting down, looking at all these so-called necessary things, and ask yourself, when I break these things open, is it every single transport that was necessary? Is it every single bill that was necessary? Am I paying for things I shouldn't be, that I don't really use? At a point, I thought you know, that DSTV, that's Amazon subscription. Do you really use all of that? Do you understand how much you spend on phone every weekend? You need to go out to expensive places. Do you really need to do that? Do you understand? House maintenance. What exactly are you buying in a house? What exactly are you doing with a house? Can you be less destructive? So, are there things you can stop doing? Sometimes just leaving the electricity, your light bulb on all day. If you just have a habit of putting off your data on your phone, putting off your light bulb, you might conserve some things just by changing your habits. And then your money is conserved. So now, just a change of habits and having an intentional um, mindset towards your money can help you. And one thing, as we mentioned in the budget video, is having a goal. I'm making use an example. Oh, you're making 100,000. Oh, I want to be saving 50% of what I'm making. Understand what are those things that you really need, and do, and just doing what you need to do, not what you don't really need to do. Some things we even do them not because we want them. We do them because every other person is doing them. Do you understand? You really want to go home, but everybody's going out. Oh yeah, let's go out. That's good once in a while, but maybe not on a regular basis. Do you understand? That coffee, every time, let me just go and take a cup of coffee. Let me just go and buy coffee in the mall. Let me just pick up sandwich. Do you understand? You could have made a sandwich at home and probably might be three times lesser than the price you bought it. Things like that. Now this money looks little by little, but little by little. That's how the money finishes. Little drops of water that makes a large ocean, and you can reverse that as well. So imagine keeping all this little money, and you'll be surprised how much you've been able to save at the end of the month. Now, why? So it's like, oh, okay, but I would still spend the money now, even if I save it. Now that's the mindset that we got wrong. That's a wrong mindset. If you now say, okay, by the time you save this money, the next step is what? Money multiplication. Now the money is available for you to multiply. As you're saving your money, or as you're working and making money and you're saving it, as a young individual trying to build your finances, you should be looking out for opportunities to multiply your money. For when you go out with your colleagues, as a professional, you should be having discussions on what are the financial systems out there I can use to multiply my money? What are the little businesses out there? Because you might not be able to buy a company, but probably you can buy shares. Do you understand? You might not be able to open a full business store, but maybe you can open maybe a POS store. Maybe you can collaborate with your friend. Maybe you can start an e business. Do you understand? So you might be able to find something at your level that you can start, and that becomes a passive stream of income for you. So money management one, before you start thinking of increasing your money making, first of all have to have a good management system in place. Then the money is available for you to multiply on a passive level if you choose to. So that is the end of today's today's video. I hope you found it very, very um, educative. A little bit of creativity might be needed in you closing those doors, closing those expense doors. Might just have to get a little bit what creative. But when there is a will, there is a way. Do you understand? So now your will is I want to conserve money. I don't that 1 million, that millionaire status that I actually have, just that I've been consuming my money. I want to keep the money so that I can actually see in reality the millionaire status. Imagine if we kept all this money that we've been consuming, and we're able to put it into some good opportunities. Probably our lives might be a lot better by now. Think of what you could do with that money. So yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a lovely day.